Grandma. Having so much fun here. So nice to get a break from reality for a little while. I'm starting to think this is the most spiritual place I've ever been. Everyone was so warm and friendly. Feels as if the world is perfect.
Spring break, y'all!
Like it's never gonna end.
Peter, there's a clip from the film where James Franco says that we're all here for bikinis and big booties. Is that all we're here for?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
He's sort of, yeah, in a way, that's kind of his, for the want of a better word, art house genius, is that Harmony Korine kind of doesn't make any bones about it, in a way. He's serving you up a bit of pulp, a bit of trash, but doing so with what I have to admit is a fair bit of authorial kind of swagger, because he's not a fool. He's a bit of an auteur in his weird way. I mean, he wasn't that. I remember when he was associated with sort of Dogma 95, and he had that kind of almost European stripped down quality, which sadly for him, sadly for us, has resulted in some very annoying films. I mean, Harmony Korine has made some of the most annoying films I think I've ever seen in my life. His film Mr. Lonely was so annoying. This isn't like that. This is quite he's managed to meld that with a very, very mainstream kind of teen culture movie.
If we're taking this as straight on face value, though, without any satire, it's horribly sexist at the same time, right? Or am I just being a prude?
I don't really mind about that. I mean, obviously, sexism probably not a good thing, but I don't get the sort of level of satire that's meant to be going on here. I don't think there is that strata there. It's certainly not funny. It's certainly not kind of, it's a mischievous kid trying to be provocative and dressing down these tweeny stars and trying to mess it up a bit. It didn't work for me at all, really. I didn't think it was particularly well made. It was incredibly repetitive. If I never see another bottom thrust in my face, I'll be happy. Jiggling, really. And I mean, there's just no. It was just brainless for me. It was as brainless as the spring break itself. And, James Franco sort of adds something with his panto turn, but it was a bit like kind of Jack Sparrow or something. I didn't, a scene that people have picked out where he shows them all his shit and it's like, boots and guns, and he's got Scarface on a loop and it's like an art thing. And, the fact that somebody would think Scarface is an art, art installation, it's really not that funny. It didn't work for me at all.
I mean, he's defended this as almost like a tone poem or a drug trip, in that you shouldn't think about it too hard, you should just immerse yourself.
Yeah, I saw it. It is incredible cop-out. I've got to say, I did think it was quite funny. I thought it was quite funny, in fact, that they're always in their bikinis, even in court. You cut to them in court and they're in bikinis in court. God help me, I did think that was kind of funny. I don't think it's satirical as such. I think the level of distance or detachment is more like kind of pop art, if I may phrase it in that pretentious way. It's more like, the Campbell soup can isn't being satirized as such, but its imagery is being kind of sported with and reproduced and commodified in an artistic way. And that is closer, I think, to what Harmony Korine is doing with this kind of trash-sploitation movie.
Hence the casting of people like Selena Gomez and Vanessa Hudgens, and even Franco, I think, in a way, is, a kind of ex-squeaky clean pop actor who's become more of an artist over time.
He's more of an artist. I think he is kind of louche himself now. I don't think there's quite the same irony going on with James Franco. I can't imagine anybody else doing it, really, to be honest with you, because it is an outrageous role and he does it exactly right.
I think whatever you're talking here, whether it's pop art or satire or irony, you've still got a religious girl who's called Faith.
Yeah.
It's still kind of fairly flatlining on some level for me.
Did you get crazy? Come on, spring break, you get crazy. Smoke some weed. Cocaine.
No cocaine.
Some cocaine? Shit. See some bitches all up on each other?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you think about that? You liked it? Y'all ever do that to each other? Best friends? I know you're in college, experimenting. Time to experiment.